Hi, we are Ricardo Solis and Francisco Gutierrez, and we are going to talk about language and communication.
What is language? Well, language is defined as a set of spoken, written, or signing words that the way we combine them to communicate meaning. Language has three components: phonemes, that is short, distinctive sounds units; morphemes, that is the smallest units that carry meaning; grammar, it's a system of rules that enables us to communicate with and understand others. Examples of language: receptive language, that is the ability to understand what's being said both to and about us; and productive language, that is produce words. How languages evolve. In the biblical history, all of humanity spoke a single language to be able to understand each other. Of the thousand languages spoken today can be traced back to a much smaller number. In early days, the human lived in tribes and shared language. Because the migration of tribes, his tribes took separate ways, and that generated differences between languages. That's that we called language family.
So now I'm going to explain what communication is. Communication is each act of transmitting information, including thoughts, ideas, and emotions, and they could be through gestures, signs, and symbols. The pyramid of communication gives us an idea of different levels of communication and how they are connected to different scientific disciplines. In the highest level is the social communication. Then we have institutional communication, group communication, and next we have interpersonal communication. And in the base we have interpersonal communication. How being bilingual improves your brain functions. Being bilingual gives you a lot of advantage. Your brain works different from a monolingual brain because the bilingual brain is more active. It is proved that Alzheimer can be delayed 5 years because of your brain activity. And it also gives you higher density in gray matter, which contains neurons and signings. Okay, so after all we said about language and communication, we're going to talk about interpersonal communication. Why is interpersonal communication important? Well, it's important because it's how we exchange information with other people. It can be verbal or non-verbal. It's simply the way we communicate. And here are some tips to improve your interpersonal communication. So here we go. Number 1, start with self-awareness. Number 2, always keep the other person in mind. Know that you're not only talking to yourself. You're talking with someone else, and you have to show respect and know what he is thinking or she is thinking. Number 3, gather the facts. Number 4, listen as much as you speak. And number 5, don't expect anything from the other person.
In our days, there are a lot of miscommunication problems like the pronunciation, the meaning of the words, the way that we say the words, the information that you have about a topic or something.
So in conclusion, Ricardo's conclusion, after all this explanation about language and communication, we can say that it's a very important thing, especially communication skills, because we use them every day, and we should know how to express ourselves. They are important for school, work, and daily life. My last advice for you, practice communication skills and try to learn as most languages as possible, because this will give you a lot of new things to do. Thank you.
And Francisco's conclusion, we could say that communication is the base of a society because you need the other people to live, and the way that you survive is communication.